Welcome to day 17 of my 30-day water fast. I'm Dave, and this is Dave Does Life. Well, today, day 17, I gotta be honest, I'm not feeling that great. I got a whopping 5 hours sleep last night. I woke up this morning, just not feeling it. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. I'm not ill by any means. I don't have any kind of physical uh, symptoms or anything like that. It's not really even an emotional thing. I'm just not into it today. I don't know any other way to describe it. Um, I weighed in at in even 175 this morning with a 25.9% body fat, which I believe the body fat is exactly the same as yesterday. And I think I'm down half a pound from yesterday as well. In total, I'm down 15 and a half pounds. Um, and that's about it for the check in part. Now, the good news here is this coming Sunday, there will be 10 days left in the fast, and my wife has decided to join me. So she's going to be doing a 10-day fast, and we're going to do the final 10 days together. This is kind of exciting for me because um, obviously there's having somebody to fast with is a psychological benefit for me, as well as when it comes time to come off the fast, we can refeed together, share the same meals, and do all of that together. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I think she's looking forward to it too. She wants to drop a few pounds. That's her reasoning for doing it. And so that's going to start on Sunday for the final 10 days. Um, Up until now, she's been intermittent fasting on the 16/8 program. So she has an 8-hour window every day that she eats. And fortunately for me, she has been taking that 8-hour window and eating at work. So she doesn't eat at home at all, which is a huge benefit for me. There's no food smells in the house. There's no, sitting there watching somebody else eat. And these can be issues. And that brings us to the topic for today. What happens when you're fasting and your household isn't? Let's get into it. Now, I'm very familiar with this situation. Fasting when the rest of the family isn't. You get those food smells. People, you're just the fact that somebody's rummaging through the fridge to get something to eat. These things keep food maybe not in the forefront, but it's a constant reminder. I don't really hear this being talked about very often when it comes to fasting. Like when you're the only one in the house doing it, whether it's your spouse, your partner, family members, kids, it can be a challenge. I think the hardest part in a scenario like this isn't necessarily those food smells and seeing groceries and whatnot. I think it's the hardest part isn't really the hunger. It's watching normal life continue around you while you're doing something very intentional and internal. I think that could be quite a challenge. Again, this has happened to me multitude of times. Um, but there can also be an emotional layer to it. You might end up feeling a little isolated from the family, um, misunderstood. People are going, "Really? Is he really doing this?" Um, you may even end up being a little resentful if you're not careful, especially if fasting is important to you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's important to anybody else in the household. Um, they may not be interested in what you're doing whatsoever. When this has happened to me, it helped me most by realizing that the fast is my responsibility. It's not theirs. They're under no obligation to honor what I'm doing or go along with it in any way, shape, or form. This is something that I chose to do, and it's entirely my responsibility. I realize that I don't need anyone to fast with to make my fast valid, or seek out validation for myself. Again, my wife is going to be doing the last 10 days with me, and that's really, really nice. I didn't encourage her to do it. She came up with the idea. And I love it. It's fantastic. It helps me out. But if she didn't do it, you know, that's fine. It's not something that I need some people around me that are also doing it. Fasting is a very solitary thing. Um, I don't need anybody else's permission to not eat. These are realizations emotionally that you come to. I also learned the importance of simple, quiet boundaries. Um, no rules, no ultimatums for people. Attitudes like, hey, I'll step away during meals. I'm not going to comment on food. Stop, stop doing that. Um, and I'm going to focus on what I'm doing. All these things really help. They make a big difference, quite frankly. Um, Oddly enough, fasting has taught me patience. It's taught me that uh, discipline doesn't need applause. One doesn't have to continually look for validation from the family. And that's sometimes real work on yourself happens quietly. If you're fasting in a household where no one else is, and most people do, you're not doing it wrong. You're not weak by any means, and you're definitely not alone. It may feel like it, but you're not. The vast majority of people out there who fast for any of those lengths of time that I spoke about yesterday are doing it alone in their own home, in their own abode. And so this was a short one. I think it was an important one. And with that being said, that's where I am today, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, 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 oh. Dave does lie.